Hello. Welcome to the March freebie. It's a very basic and simple project, but I thought I would come along and just put it together in a kind of basic way so you can see. If you have the newsletter, you would have received a link to this at the bottom of the newsletter. And if you don't have the newsletter, you do need to sign up to our mailing list, which is completely free, and you can get onto the freebies once you receive a password by signing up to our website. The link for the website is in the description box, so please go and check it out. If you are not sure what to do, if you go to the website, there is a frequently asked questions section. So this is the main part of the digital, and all you need to do is kind of fold that in half like that. Just grab my bone folder and just burnish that down. I didn't fold that particularly well, but I'll just trim that tiny little bit of white off there and there. So this is the tag. Now there's a couple of elements to go onto this. So the first thing I'm going to do is just glue this together. So that is the same both sides. You can see I didn't, like I said, I didn't fold mine particularly well, so I've got a tiny bit of trimming to do. Right, so this little piece here, I've just folded the backs in because this is going to form the pocket onto the front of our tag, and that should fit on there perfectly. I'm just going to use my little Tim Holtz distress tool, but you can use a pair of little scissors or anything just to rough up the edge of this a little bit. I'm going to give that a really good grunge up. And I'm going to use Scorched Timber Distress ink to just give that a really dark edge. So I'm just inking the sides of the pocket as well. Give that really good. Okay, so at this point I'm actually going to ink my tag. I do need a new blending tool sponge on here. I'm ending up with little tiny pieces of blending tool everywhere. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm just going to glue that for a second. Let me see what I have. I've got a teeny tiny paper clip because obviously the theme of this is stationery. So I'm going to pop a little paper clip there. Let's see. I'm going to use one of the little labels that I've done in the kit, one of the little words. I actually wanted that at the bottom though, to be honest. There are some little discs in there. Could put one of those on there. Okay, I have an idea. I'm just going to take that paper clip off for now. I'm just going to glue this down. Just line this up with my tag. Just burnish that down. It's a day for not putting things on straight today because that's not straight either. Got a little gap along here and here where I haven't lined it and it hangs slightly over that edge. I'm just going to ink that little bit just to cover that up. And I'll do the same on the front. That's okay. Okay, so very simply, there are two tags. Now you could use both of them or just one of them. I'm just going to have a little think about which one I like best. Just see. I think that will fit. Yeah, that does. So I think I'm going to maybe leave this. Let's have a look what we've got. Got this little label that says parchment. I think I'm going to add that. So I'm not going to do a dark ink on this. I'm just going to use, so I'm just going to ink this with my walnut stain. I'm not going to back this piece. I'm going to leave it fairly thin. Put that there. And then I'm just going to ink this. Okay, so I want that in my pocket. It kind of hangs out that side, which I quite like. I'm just going to decide which one of these tags I also want in my pocket. Now, you could put them both in. I want to use the pens in mine, so I probably don't have room for the pens and the tags. So I'm just going to add these for now. I'm not going to do any sewing on this one today. Okay, nice and simple. Ink this one. And I'm going to put that at the bottom. Add that to my pocket. That's kind of cool. I think, not sure about that one as yet. So that can go in behind there. Now, what I did with my pens, I'm just trying to, Okay, got another idea. So what I did with my pens is I did back them. Yeah, I just mounted them and have glued that together. So they do need a little bit of an ink, but what I have done is left the back white. So even though they are teeny tiny little slender tags, you've still got a little bit of journaling room if you wanted to write on those. Right, I'm going to switch to my scorched timber because that's not darkening up quite enough for my liking. So just going to ink the edges of my pen. I'm just going to ink the others. Okay, so I'm hoping this is not going to go horribly wrong. I'm going to grab my crocodile. I'm going to pop a little hole at the top of each of my pens. Or maybe just two of them actually. Pop a couple of holes in. We'll do two just in case it doesn't work. So we've got those. Grab some eyelets and just set those. Okay, and I'm going to pop a hole in the top. Oh, wrong hole. Pop a hole in the top of the tag. And I'm also going to add an eyelet there. Like so. So now I'm going to grab my ball chain. I might have to make this slightly shorter than it currently is. We will see. So just pop that through my pen. And then through the next pen. And then through the little drawer unit. And then I'm just going to see how low they will hang. That should be okay. Should be okay. Just do that up. Yeah, quite like that. So what I'm going to do is tuck the tag at the back like that. And then the pens will kind of hang at the front. So we also have some little typewriter discs. And I think I'm going to go for these. Let's have a look. Nope, I think I'm going to go for these two kind of ones on a whiter background. So these are 1.5 inches. If you print the digital at 100%, you will be able to use your 1.5 inch circle punch to cut them out. Obviously, if you're printing at 97%, then you will have to, or print to fit, then you'll have to cut them by hand, unless you can use a 1 inch circle punch. You might lose a little bit of the typewriter, but it would still work. So let's pop that there. I'm just mounting it on a couple of little pieces of file folder to make that a little bit more, a little bit thicker. Try and get these as upright as possible. Just add that. Give that a good push down. Right, so got that. Now I have a tiny little tag here. I'm not 100% sure how these are going to work, but I've got some tiny little stamps. So I'm going to take out my, if I can. These ones haven't actually been used yet. I think these were from, if you're from the UK, I think these were from Tiger. This is one of those things that's going to take me half an hour to put back together after the video. Let's move those. Get those out of the way. I'm going to grab a clip. Just got a bulldog clip here. Right, let's put these together. I don't think they're actually going to fit. No, I'm going to have to drop the R, unfortunately. So I'm going to put this into my bulldog clip and push them right down. And that hopefully will hold that. So grab my ink. I'm going to try this on a little scrap piece of paper. Perfect. I'm just going to have to give that a little tiny wipe. So you can see where the ink is kind of in the way. So just give that a little wipe. Love it. I have a really awesome one over here. I actually leave it. And this is a little set that I got from Corey, but I keep that on these clips. I kind of love this idea of using the bulldog clip to hold the stamps together. Right, so this is probably now dry. So I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to use scorched timber. I'm going to give that a nice dark edge as well. Okay, now I'm going to use my small hole punch this time, just to pop a little hole in there. And something I've done several times before, I'm just going to chop the top off this little tag. These are available on Amazon. They are just tiny, tiny tags. You will get them pop up. And I just dunk them in tea to give them this colour. Right, now I want this quite short because I have a little idea of what I want to do with this. So I'm going to say that's probably long enough. Trim that. Now, if I can find that teeny tiny little paper clip, here we go. I'm going to add this. Going to slot that into my paper clip like that, and then I'm going to tuck that paper clip onto my pocket. These tiny paper clips are a bit fiddly. Okay, so that is our little stationery tag all finished. We've got our dangly pens on the tag, and we've got the little kind of, and again there's more journaling space on there, and we've got the little dangly typewriter as well. So that's the freebie for the March newsletter. I hope you like it. We will have another mail out tomorrow, so keep an eye on your mailbox for that if you are signed up. And thanks for watching. A nice quick little freebie project there. Take care. Have a wonderful Easter break. Take care. Bye.